Today is Friday, the 13th of October 2023. I am getting ready to drive to Dover, catch a ferry to Calais so that I can ride this ElliptiGO bike that's in the back of the car. 300 kilometers with my friend Thomas. It's nice to get out there and see the Netherlands. This is a good way to see it. It's going to be very brisk. It's just going to be drive 7 hours today, I think, plus some ferry time. And tomorrow, first thing in the morning, we're going to ride. It's going to take a minimum of 20 hours, I think, to cover 300 kilometers. So there's not going to be a lot of leisurely sitting around. It's just going to be a action tour, quick tour. And then back on the ferry the next day. But we want to ride to the beach for breakfast. So that should be one of the highlights, apparently. Yeah, it's just a quick getaway weekend to do my final long ride of the year. I did a 300k back on the 30th of April, so it's been a while. And yeah, this one's not an event. Today it's just a ride with Thomas. He'll be on a mountain bike, I'll be on the ElliptiGO bike. Should be good. Yeah, it's been pretty hectic. Heavy rain all the way. I'm just at the Cobham services, which is on the M25. It sent me the so-called wrong way on the M25. Not really the wrong way, but it's obviously the right way for today. Yeah, I'll quickly give you a show of also in here. As you can see, I've just chucked everything in. That's the ElliptiGO. I just took off the front wheel, threw it in here. These are just our shopping bags. They're always in here. That's the bag I'm going to drape over the handlebars. You'll see it tomorrow. That's my little suitcase over there. And I also took a spare rim for the front wheel just in case, but I've got my proper front wheel there. A lot of people forget their front wheels, and my helmet and all my stuff. So that's yeah, that's the life we're living right now. It's been heavy rain all the way here, but the motorway was surprisingly fluid. Absolutely no congestion at all, right from Milton Keynes all the way to here. So yeah, the car is performing brilliantly as well, because normally this car is a performer, but it's claiming it's got 500 miles of range, and although it normally averages 30 miles per gallon in all-time use in home driving, on this trip so far, that line there is the average of 45 miles per gallon. And as you can see, it's sometimes going up to the 55s or maybe 60 miles per gallon on there. So it's been a very fuel efficient trip. It's actually looking like I'm going to be able to go all the way to the Hague on one tank of fuel. Yeah, if I've got 500 miles of range. I don't actually know how far the Hague is from here, to be honest. Anyway, this is not about driving, but that's part of a road trip. I'd better get going, and I'll be catching the ferry. I finally arrived at the EU border, lining up to get, I'm quite early. I'm hoping I can catch an earlier ferry. These guys just came here straight on their bikes. I didn't have the time, otherwise I promise I would have ridden here as well. Now let's hope this goes smoothly, because once we've crossed and the adventure begins. There's always a bit of tension at this point. Just 4.5 hours sleep and we're back up. That's when you question your motives for cycling. But I know it'll be okay. Let's have some coffee. Wash my face, already starting to feel better. Starting to get excited after that prospect of a cup of coffee. Let's get going. Good morning, everybody. I'm in Thomas's little office. Which is actually my bedroom today. And yeah, there's a fantastic apartment. It's massive. It's a fantastic place. I'll tell you all about it later. out in the city. The wind is already blowing. Having coffee. My work begins here. Got to take the bike out. I'm in Tom's basement garage. This place is really cleverly designed. So, you know, for this is like the peak of city living. This place. I'm actually quite like. I'm already having kit malfunctions. The zip is not closing properly. Luckily, I've brought a backup. So yeah, it just means that I've got to wear the hotter jacket. We better get started here. Get this bike together. Let's hit the road. The wind is crazy outside. It's gonna be interesting, but I think we might just have the angle right. Starting to get all the stuff on, lights, bottles, but they're still empty. Rear light, and later I'll show you the thing that I'm really liking, which is my new head torch, which can become a rear light if you just swivel it around the other way, because it's got a red light on it. This is going to be the fueling strategy today. Now I've got to work on the most important part, which is to drape my backpack over the ElliptiGO handlebars. The thing is, I've never used it before. Yeah, I've bought a whole bunch of new kit that I've never even fitted to the bike, and I'm going to be using it for today's all-day ride. First major win of the day. This backpack, although twice the size of the old one, goes on even better than the other one. Oh, those are the auto lights just going off. I have to come out and wave here so that the lights come on. So this is the beauty of backpacks. I was banking on the fact that the human body is the human body, and these backpacks are made to go around your back comfortably. So if the first one could go around those handlebars, the second one will go around those handlebars, because they're all designed for the same shape of human bodies, and they've all got that multiple adaptability for every shape of human body. So anyway, let's not waste time. Let's save filming time for the actual ride here, because we haven't even started riding. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not a snake. It is my USB cable. Yes, I've got a 10-foot long USB cable. But what that means is that I can use my backup battery and have the cable come out and attach to the phone wherever it is. I was also using it so that I could sat nav with the phone in the car without the phone dying. Got me here. This is the sample of the poison that I'd brought for this ride. I will not be needing all of these because the ride has been shortened from 300 kilometers to 250. So 250 kilometers is still a long day out, but there's no way I could get through all this poison if I tried. The only aspect that hasn't worked well with this new backpack is where to put my food, which normally used to go in this bag here, which you can't even see because it's being covered. But I'm thinking put the Nutella in here, because this thing has formed a nice bag of its own around there. That should do it. Or I might put it in this front pocket and just reach forward for it. We've still got some figuring out to do here. Or I might put it in this top one here. This top one here makes the most sense, I think. It can replace the old one. I think that's what we're going to do. So food will be in here, and from the cockpit angle I'll just be grabbing it and eating it as we go. The GPS device will be on here. Okay, we're on the move now in The Hague. Yeah, imagine having a boat for you. Do you think they go to work with that, or they just go out of town?
No, just for cruising.
Yeah.
We have like a big lake where we're gonna go past.
Okay.
It's all connected, so you can take the boat, go for a cruise.
Yeah. Oh, look, cattle here. Yeah. Look at these apartments, they're fantastic.
Yeah, good location.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Yeah, I'm loving this place, Tom. Yeah, you guys have done well to come here. Exactly, which is, I didn't notice, I noticed that little coating, but I didn't really pay attention to it. That it allows the gloves to now operate.
Yeah.
This water looks like the water is actually higher than the road.
Yeah, sometimes.
Where it's like the road is below the water level. Now, Tom, if you told me you can come and live in one of these houses right now, just move the family, I'd be here. I'll be here straight away. That one there, that house there.
No, this one doesn't have a jetty for a boat. That does not have.
Look, that's a house, Tom. I hope that the camera is able to capture the how nice these places are.
Look here now, the water level here.
Yes. Yeah, that house there is below the river. It's actually like just at the upstairs level. Oh, and then some lucky people are building some more here. So they're expanding. Yes, small, but we can see the city way back there. Tom, do you know what that big thing is over there? Can you see that?
Yeah, that's snow dome.
Oh, the snow dome, like Milton Keynes. Okay. I don't know if those are just to scare birds. I think it's just an alarm for birds. Yeah, they have those to stop birds from eating crops or something.
Yeah.
Not very good with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's got a face unlock. Oh, this is because of cattle.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Tom.
So,
Thanks.
but the ElliptiGO is a little bit.
Yeah, you know.
Never.
It looks like we're going this way. Yeah, I'm on minimum zoom, Tom. Yeah, so it takes. I'm gonna have to expand it.
They're in the water. Yeah, this soil
Yes.
is kind of. Yeah, maybe not that nutrient rich. Let's say.
No, it can't be because it's meant to be underwater.
Yeah, so not so much growth here, but
Ah.
yeah, you put.
Ooh. Gotta be careful on these narrows. Tom, I hope our friend is all bark and no bite. All bark and no bite. In fact, he's
Got nowhere to go.
yeah, he has no escape. He has no way out. Car? Okay, I see it. Okay. I like how they squeeze houses everywhere, you know? You can have nice houses everywhere.
Yeah, you're
They just squeeze them in wherever it's convenient and scenic. Ah, okay. Got it.
September.
Mm-hmm.
Last weekend.
Yes.
It was like a windmill open day
Okay.
all across the Netherlands. So
Wow.
most of these are looked after
Yeah.
by volunteers. A relatively new car.
Yeah.
And also that when it rains heavily,
Yes.
I think the rain must go down on the sensors. And then it tells you to brake.
That's quite scary.
Yeah. Luckily it's not braking automatically.
We're now just going through normal neighborhoods. I don't know which town or city this is. We're getting close to Rotterdam. So it's 10 a.m. and the first signs of rain. We might have rain the whole day, but we hope not, right?
Hopefully not. I mean, still another blue in the sky.
Yeah, I mean it's just this one cloud here. So I think we'll be better off than not. And Tom, we're coming to 28 miles. So we've got about 120 miles left, huh? Down there are some working traditional windmills. We've been seeing quite a few of them, the traditional type. The Don Quixote type of windmill. Still working, doing their job. We're probably going to be riding till midnight, so I'm definitely going to take in as much of the scenery as I can during the day. Flock of swans. I see an airplane taking off down there, Tom. Of course, that's what I was thinking. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, that's a heron. Ready to strike. Those things are proper predators. It's videoing now, Tom, so if you can just face it to me.
Of course. I'm gonna go past as well.
Cool. I think that's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it's going down for Schiphol Airport now.
Yes, yes. So that's Schiphol Airport is somewhere there, and that's just Amsterdam with the cranes. Yeah, that does look very much like the area I remember near Schiphol Airport. There's almost nothing here, Tom. Do you realize? It's just farms. Yeah.
Petrol.
Yeah. Windy as we approach Amsterdam, very windy. This bridge just opened. Did we just get lucky? Hello. Hi. Sorry. Oh dear, she's very angry, very sorry.
Yeah, we didn't see that. We walk around here.
She called us assholes. She called us assholes. That was not nice. You know, crossing a bridge. Ah. Okay, Tom, we gotta go. Crazy windy as we get to Amsterdam. We're now in the neighborhoods outside Amsterdam. 58 miles covered so far this morning. Average speed 11.8. 11.8 miles an hour. We're now going around the outskirts of Amsterdam. 100 kilometers exactly covered. That's outside Amsterdam. The other side is in Amsterdam. It has taken us 5 hours 20. 5 hours 20 to cover 100 kilometers. So it's 11.9 miles per hour average speed so far. We've not stopped at all. We haven't made a single stop in this ride so far. Look at the prices of fuel. €2 per litre of petrol. There's a bridge opening for boats in Amsterdam. There's Tom. And there comes the boat now. It's a guy in a speedboat. Guy in a powerboat. Very nice. This is Amsterdam. We've ridden 102 kilometers.
When I was riding here
Yeah.
last summer,
Uh-huh.
it was so hot that they had to pour water over the bridge constantly to cool it.
Oh, because it was not fitting.
It was expanding,
Yeah.
and it would get jammed.
Yeah.
So they had to cool it.
Yes, yes.
That was
This is where we're filling up with water. deteriorating bridge. Really working into the wind now. Man-made lake. Yeah, this is. Yeah, you may as well stop and do a little. You see, the wind is strong. But that thing is so old and it just keeps going.
It's amazing, huh?
Yeah. It's yeah, human beings when they. I'll know as soon as we get out there. Yeah, this is where we came on. In 2014 we came
Oh,
here.
you know, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely came here.
Yeah.
Ah.
This is crazy.
But it's like vague in my memory now, but now as soon as we get back in, yeah, this is the place. We definitely came here. 99 miles, 10 hours, 16 minutes. So Tom, that's exactly 100 miles. Yeah, so 161k, 100 miles, and we're now heading south. 10 hours, 25 minutes since we left, including that 1 hour stop. So we're doing okay, because we stopped for about 1 hour.
Riding time, under 9 hours still.
Yeah, so that's okay, 9 hours for 100 miles. It's not fast, but you know, for an ElliptiGO it's reasonable. Okay, look at this place, Tom. So Tom, this is where I'm gonna stay when I come to live in Amsterdam.
When you build your...
When I come to... I like that most of the cyclists here are quite elderly people, you know, people in their 60s and maybe even 70s. Beautiful. Still into the wind. 104 miles. Can you see there's a dog kennel down there? Yeah. Okay. Oh, that sound is the windmill. Sounds like an aeroplane.
Yes, sure.
Okay, we're catching this ferry here. We're on the ferry now. They let us on for free. I think we were supposed to pay. Ah, there go the barriers. So we're moving. Only 2 cars. Amsterdam has been very quiet today. Sunset. Overdose of electrolytes. That's where we came from on the ferry. It's now getting dark. It's a lot darker than it looks on this camera picture. Okay, we're doing the last 45 miles now. I don't think I'll bother filming in the dark. Had a burger and chips. Yeah. We're at about 200 kilometers now, and it's 13 and a half hours. And we're in a nice tunnel.
It translates to a flower valley.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Flower Valley.
I'm not sure where the valley is, but they grow a lot of flowers.
Oh, got it, got it. I see.
Actually, a very wealthy.
We're riding along the coast now. About 20 kilometers from finish line. Quite late now. I think we're gonna finish just before midnight. It's 11:35. So we rolled in good time, back in The Hague. Still very quiet, Tom. Yes, this is it. I'll end off here for now. Okay, we're done. It was a really good ride. It became attritional towards the end. The second half was all just headwind and crosswind. I was happy with my new setup. I kind of spoiled the ride for myself by putting a double dose of electrolytes in my bottles when we had that burger stop. And the water was just undrinkable. It was like thick syrup, so it just made it war coming back. So the total ride distance was 153 miles, and the clock read 16 hours 30. We had 2 1-hour stops along the way, so that would make it about 14 and a half hours of riding, an hour for lunch and an hour for dinner. Riding back was really tough. My left wrist and was aching, and some of the fingers on my left hand. One of the fingers on my right hand was aching as well. I had a tender spot under my left heel. There was just a constant headwind and crosswind, but the worst part was that the roads were all cobbled. So there were all these brick and cobbled roads, and the ElliptiGO just does not roll on those kind of surfaces. So it was just like riding through mud the whole way back. The ElliptiGO needs smooth roads like this. It doesn't do well on bumpy, rough surfaces or those brick roads. So that was a bit unfortunate for me. I wanted to, I was riding with Tom, so I wanted to always keep a respectable pace. And sometimes, when you're on a long ride, you have ebbs and flows, and when you're kind of on a low, it's good to just slow down briefly until you get your mojo back and then pick up. But when you're riding with someone else, you feel that responsibility to just keep the pace going. So it just makes the whole thing sometimes more attritional than it should be, because those little 3 or 5 minute spells where you would have backed off, you don't back off, and that makes it hard work. But I've always wanted to ride in the Netherlands. This was a great way to do it. I feel like I know the place. You know, it was all on bike roads, and you know, I got to see the proper infrastructure. Just a bit amazed that the place just seems to be just mansions, and I'm just going to the light. Yep, motion sensor. Place is just mansions and millionaires everywhere. We didn't see normal houses. Every house looked like a hotel. Anyway, it's been great. I'm logging off. It's going to be a 12-hour trip back tomorrow, maybe a bit less. It's actually about 7 to 8 hours of driving plus a couple of hours on the ferry, but it took me 12 hours. It took me about 12 hours to get here the last time, but it was slow. I'm hoping it won't rain all the way. And speaking of rain, in the last mile of the ride there was a torrential downpour. We got away the whole day without getting wet. Then there was just a torrential downpour just as we were getting here. But it's over now. It's been great.